Hello everyone, so I'm back with 080 and let's try to have some fun here, irrespective of what is happening. So I have an amazing game for you guys. I spec this video, which means like I went into as an audience, and it was a 4 versus 4 game. It was in mainland, balanced map. There are some good players, decent player. For example, we have Marre-Vrickad, who initially was behaving like a bully, but actually got bullied in this game. He was easily beaten by the combination of Effervescent and sanafur. So sanafur, I think I would definitely want to spec him. He played as Hans and he created so many crossbowmen, I think they are called. Yeah, this one, not this one, crossbowmen. They have a higher attack ratio, I think 23 pierce as compared to the archers, I believe. Let me see if we can find an archer civilization. So yeah, yellow is effervescent, blue green is sanafur, is Han. Effervescent also played decent. I think he's playing as Athenians. I think Control H will reveal that. Control H, where is that? Okay, it's not here. I have to select somebody and see then. So Effervescent is Athenians, yes. And if I go towards the next player, Decger, I think this side with Decger and Kristin, both similar name. Maybe they are related, I'm not sure. chrstgtr and then Kristin. So they played decent, like not very well. I think initially Kristin raided the other side well, and so in the long term they were able to just manage to strike a balance. So they weren't pushing and they weren't getting pushed back. So there was a balance. And then on the other side, Effervescent and Hans, sanafur, they played really well. They just went into the other bully players like. So I thought Marre-Vrickad would defend using Kushite well, but he couldn't. And Ao played okay. I think he was 2 versus 1 because we'll see that. I have the full recording of this. I think there is not many breaks here. So let me quickly go to orange rocks, and then black was Decger. So initially I think Decger was playing well because I saw that he was almost amongst the top up till this point, and after that maybe he had a raid against Kristin or vice versa, and then they just went away. Okay, they are already striking Kristin's medical person, and then therefore after that encounters, maybe repetitive raidings, he went down from being the top in terms of population. So generally he's a very decent player. I've seen him boom very well, but in this part of the game I'll just show you the booming of Effervescent because he went really well. So it's minute 3. Effervescent has 2 houses spelled, 1 barracks spelled, and he has already taken berry upgrades from the farmstead, and wood cutting is also there, another berry farmstead, and then how many women. So pressing alt and double clicking on any unit will select all of them. So 33 women. Okay, only women, I think. Okay, yeah. So I think up till minute 4 or 5, Effervescent is is only going women. I think that's the general strategy which most people do. Even if you check 35 women for Hans, sanafur. Okay, so we have some raiding going on by sanafur, which is a good thing. He killed one, which is great. How many kills? Okay, Sanafur has already killed 5 and Kristin 5. Yeah, that's why, Decger and Ow, both of the flank players of the opposite side, they were, okay, yeah, let's witness this. I heard it in the comments, but I was only focused on Marre-Vrickad, as he said he would be playing really well with Kushites. So I wanted to witness that, but it was nothing. So I missed this part, so I want to see myself what happened here, how he killed so many. Okay, along with chrstgtr he killed like Decger completely, I guess. So down from like 60 to 40, which is, I mean, it is insane, it's painful. Okay, they brought also the archers, which is good. Okay, by minute 5, that's why I think Decger went down really badly. And let me see other side. Kristin and chrstgtr are just doing fine. chrstgtr is amongst the top. Okay, that's just crazy. These two archers are still killing. So Kristin managed to kill how many units? Kristin managed 24 units, and then chrstgtr 4, and all of them from Decger. So that's like 28 units from Decger. Oh god, that's why I think he lost. So yeah, this was, I think, the main point of, I'm not sure there's a word for that, trickling point, fledgling point, I mean a point of importance from where the game changed. So sanafur also killed one from Ow, but yeah, I think this raid was important for first flank, the team, I would say Effervescent, because Effervescent played really well, and Kristin. By raiding the other side, they delayed Decger, because otherwise, if Decger, maybe I'm not sure how to pronounce their name. It's Decger. It's like December-ger. So otherwise, December-ger or Decger would have taken out Kristin fairly easily in the long term if they had boomed. So I've seen Decger go to 200 population within 10 minutes, so that's why I'm saying that. So yeah, this was the thing which prevented the first flank from going down, which is the Kristin side, and then the other side, let me go back, which I want to witness. So it's minute 6, Effervescent 80. Let me see other players. So yeah, chrstgtr is a decent player, but I think in the long term, I don't know why, maybe he was trying to help Kristin. chrstgtr went down, like it wasn't the first one to reach a very high population, it was actually Effervescent. And then I also want to see how sanafur was able to get so many crossbowmen. Like it was like they appear so much that any other thing, so even the spearmen coming close to them were like annihilated from a distance. Before they reached, they were just annihilated completely. Yeah, I was showing you the pierce of a spearman, an archer. So this is only 7 pierce. Can you imagine? Just 7 pierce. Whereas the crossbowman, he had a pierce of around 23 or something. 23 pierce. So this is insane. That's why I think, they are, but I guess they must be having lesser range as compared to the archers. It's 45 meters, and intervals is, yeah, that's the main thing. It's a 3-second interval. So 7 into 3 is like 21. So yeah, still I think 23 per 3 seconds is greater than the archers. And let me check the range as well. So the range for the archer would be, yeah, it's higher range. It's a 1.5, it's not 1 second. Then I guess 23 per 3 seconds is much higher than archers generally. So this is the general setting for the archer, 60 minutes, 1.5, 7 pairs. And so that's why, you know, Hans is becoming a go-to civilization. And if you think about the spearmen are just, I don't know, they are just good for absorbing, I guess. This is a spearman. Yeah, this is a spearman. Okay, I only select. So I still don't know how to select just the spearman. Single one, I mean. So yeah, they have 4.5 hack, and then so it's like 8 point. So spearmen are still, in terms of just raw power, it's like 4.5 plus 4 pair, so that's like 8.5 attack per second. So that's why, and since they have better health around, okay, yeah, 100 meters, yeah, I mean not meters, like 100 units, so they can absorb a lot of damage. And if they get closer to any of the archer units or long range units, Javeliniers, speed, so they are killer against the cavalry, against the archers, against slingers, anything. So Celtic spearmen, I think the same, 4.5, 4 meters, so range, and 1 second. Oh, 1 second is the. I want to check the slinger as well. This guy only has spearmen. Where are the slingers? Okay, he's only now getting to the stones. Let me check. Can I find any slinger? They are all of them. I think it's my settings. I have just made their dresses like common for better frames and per second, like all those things. So I cannot differentiate between them. They are all just bare chested. Who's a slinger, man? Okay, this is a slinger. Yeah, so slinger 1.5 seconds, 11 pairs. So an archer versus slinger, I think slinger would be better because it's 11.5 plus 1.1 crush, so that's total of 12.6 per 1.5, which is, you know, still it can be managed, even though the archer had like an interval of 1.25, which is lesser, so they attack more per second. But overall the attack was like just 7 or something. Slingers is like, it's like good, decent enough, not as good as. So if we double this, so 21.5 into 11.5 and 12.5 into double is around 25. So 25 plus per slingers is much better than crossbowmen, because this is 25 per 3 seconds, and then okay, then I guess I was just overestimating the crossbow. This is 23 per 3 seconds, that would be 25. So I guess slingers are much OP, overpowered, which means I used to ignore slingers even when I'm playing Ptolemies. Somebody is already playing it. How? So is it the same? Like 25 plus 3 per 3 seconds? Where is the slinger? Okay, so a lot of slingers. Yeah, so I think Ptolemy slingers wear clothes, but Britons, they don't wear any clothes. Slinger. So yeah, it's same. 11.5 plus 1.1, which is 12.6 in fact. I think that's 12.6 into double, that would be, you know, 26 something per 3 seconds, which is greater than the crossbowman. Okay. And now I think why when I play Ptolemy, somehow I just win. I mean, just normal games if I'm not doing anything extra. So they are pretty powerful, I guess. Why do people play with? I think maybe in the subsequent version, which is Zhang Zui, this one latest version, the archers have been derailed out of power. It's like 7 pairs just for 1.25. It's like 3 is like, it's 3.75 seconds for 21 pairs, just 21 pairs, which is quite less. Maybe their upgrades are much higher than others, so that could be a reason that once you have an upgraded archers, they could get, you know, dangerous as compared to slingers or crossbowmen. But yeah, you would see what I mean when I say crossbowmen's were OP in this game. They would be. Okay, a quick time check, 9 minutes, almost 10 minutes. Let me go back to Effervescent. Yeah, it's 10 minutes and is 160, higher than anybody else. I think the reason was he put 2 barracks, 3 barracks, reducing at max, like whatever the capacity is. It doesn't go for, I think, this is what I also do. I don't do auto queue. I just do the maximum resources available and just bring out the people from production. So see how many people are there on, it's like 41 on just one. Also, like, Athenians have like faster upgrades, so maybe that's why. So by minute 13 he was ready with his long range attacking units for the building crush. I think they are called something like slingers, but like for buildings. I'm forgetting the name. So, and they have really large range. You can attack a CC from a distance through them. Don't need rams. Just surround your units. So we will fasten this up. I think the other side, I'll just take a quick review here. Kristin is 124, and then how is Decger doing? 147. No, still, even after that raid, Decger came out to be better. So yeah, as I explained, he's a decent player. But since chrstgtr is also supporting Kristin, who is also leading, so they were able to suppress Rocks and Decger. Somehow, maybe because Rocks didn't play that much aggressive. So he's at 182, so it's minute 11, and let's see what's the military score looks like. So if I go here, and so the latest, yeah, the highest one is in terms of economy, it's Effervescent, and total is like, I don't know who is purple, chrstgtr, yeah, okay. And then military wise, it's Kristin and Decger is also decent. But if you see the units killed, so I think Rocks killed 0, didn't involve in any of the things. So was Marre-Vrickad until like minute 11.21 seconds. Maybe that could be a reason of a fall on flank 2. So this right side I'm calling flank 2. Maybe I should call it flank east. So this was very interesting to see Marre-Vrickad. Oh, this sound very interesting. Just listen. Some kind of mantra they are speaking. And each of them has a different sound, which is great. I mean, the developers of this game are insanely, I think, I'm getting inspired by them, that they created such a interesting game and they made it open source. I just believe in their vision. It's like, and they are entertaining people, like, it's amazing. If in future, if I get chance by this YouTube medium to support them, I would definitely. So yeah, I was going to this small pyramid. It sounds really good. So I think for Kushite this is an interesting thing. They have a range of what, 150. Okay, that's the cost. Resistant, what does they do? I want to know that. Workers 50-meter range, 15% gather rate. So you just build them around farms or around your wood line, and you should be really good in eco, but it turns out, Effervescent, even being Athenians, like very poor in terms of maybe any upgrades or anything, just a normal simple civilization without any fancy stuff, and still he was able to do a lot of things ahead of other people. So it's like minute 12, he's already, I think it's phase 3. We check his upgrades. All of the phase 2 upgrades are there with him, and I think this was the main reason why Hans, Sanafur, and Effervescent were able to do well. They made cavalry and they made mixed of units actually. And this, I think Hans just played with the long range crossbowmen, and then Effervescent covered him with spearmen and horses. So you would see a greater kill ratio for Hans, Sanafur, due to that only, because crossbowmen, those 23 PS is still major, and if you enhance it with upgrades, I mean, let me see now. I think it has. Okay, let me see the slinger of Effervescent, then I'll move to the crossbowman of Hans. So he has all the upgrades, but nothing really upgraded actually. It's just strange. He has all the upgrades, right? Yeah. Okay, it's under development. So if I see the slinger, it is 11.5, 1.1, same, nothing increased. Maybe I'll try looking at Hans now. Sanafur, crossbowman, anything increased from 23? Still same. What is happening? Maybe my system or something I'm missing critical that I don't know. So many years of playing this. Okay, one upgrade went through. Let me check now for Sanafur. No, not this. Yeah, this 23, still 23. I don't know what is happening. I cannot see upgraded attack on these. So let me know down in comments if you know why this happened. The question is, Effervescent has all the upgrades, but when I try to see his slingers for any upgrades, it still says 11.5, 1.1. Let me check this guy. 4.54. I think this got increased by, I'm not sure. It was still the same. Okay, so there's some walls going on. So now I think the most important part will go up. Okay, so Sanafur has went for a lot of farming upgrades as well, because I think with Hans you get these extra things with rice paddy. The disadvantage is like you have to build a lot of rice paddy fields. Advantage is like they get extra upgrades for example this one, it's like 20% gain rate. Okay, now let's see Effervescent and let's see how they fight. Let me see the other side as well. So they are getting ready. Ow. And they are not aware that Hans and Effervescent are near the base. So this fight is decisive. They will just crush through. They will pierce into Ptolemy's. I think it didn't have any major things in the front, mostly things in the back. So that's a good thing. Like he saved on the buildings. You would see even the CC went down for Ow. Very soon it will. They went all the people inside. Okay, only one. I thought mostly 20 would be inside. No one inside, and that's a mistake, I guess. Had there been 20 here, 20 here, that's like 40 arrows for free without any kills and without any deaths on your own units. That's great. So I think that's why it's for 2v1 across Ow, and now it's only now that Marre-Vrickad came with the horses. And yeah, I was explaining you about these catapults. Yeah, they're called catapults. They destroyed all the things on the long distance without any issue. Let me check if Effervescent has any upgrades for catapults. No upgrades. And anything else? So all upgrades from the blacksmith. What else? Also, quick note, he built not three, four blacksmiths. Yeah, he has the maximum one, four. And Rocks also has four. Actually, I only built two, and the other one is like a market. Maybe that's why he went so well. And let me check the kill deaths. We have been into fight for a minute. And how many kills for? He lost more than kill, maybe because of those defensive. And yeah, as I mentioned, sanafur was killing like a lot. With this crossbowmen untouched, I mean they would just kill the other side. So like, before somebody comes near them, they get killed. See this. Crossbowman is like 23 pairs still. I mean, why the upgrade's not showing? I mean, still it's not showing. So even if you see, there are around 6 to 5. One, okay, they're gone. They were around 7, 8 here, and they're just gone. Spearmen, I mean. So I think 0-8 is all about volumes, you know. 2 will always win against 1. 100, not 100, how many?
Yeah, see?
58 will always win against 8 spearmen. So like this approach, they will first kill the fort, then they will kill the CC. I think the issue is this. I should have put 20 units inside them. There weren't any, and due to this, I believe, you know, the units of the other side, they are just fine. There aren't any issue with them. Like it's like pop max, and almost health is above 80%. Maybe like, I don't know. It's like seems like above 90% health. Okay, 74. Sorry. Okay, that's the number of people. Yeah. I mean, look at this bar. It's just, had he filled with some people inside, these guys would have been, in the long term, at least by this Marre-Vrickad's horses, they could have been annihilated later on. But they went crushing inside. Ow, and then they went crushing inside Marre-Vrickad. Because of this only, I guess. So generally, I believe flanks should build build like more defensive things, unless they are very good players like Valorant or Borg. They should build a defensive. I've faced this multiple times. Tried to do rushing and all those things, and then in the later long game, I guess I get punished because of no defensive structures like fort, towers. And once you have them, you know, all these, a lot of tactics by the players like crossbowmen and slingers, they get damaged so badly as the time passes. The opponent also don't realize this, and you attack them when they are damaged, then you only win, even when you have, you know, less number of troops. So that's the basic thing, but generally people go out and just attack irrespective. So yeah, let me show you the kill. 144 for sanafur because of those deadly crossbowmen, and still 152 for Effervescent, even being the meat shield. So Marre-Vrickad said that he would play well as Kushat, but he played well, I guess, but not too well. Yeah, this is a good tank. This all 20 should be inside, but it's only time when these two rams will come. Catapults, they will just kill those defensive structures from a distance without any issue. Let me check if Sanafur has or anybody
Yes,
has
see?
any
Yes,
healers.
see?
So they don't have any healers, so
Yes,
yeah.
see?
Had they been attacked further, they would have been lost badly. But the good thing with these crossbowmen is they attack from distance well and they are fine. So in really past games, I used to witness some players like Physics. They used to bring around 10 healers along with their other troops, and they wouldn't die. They would just kill and not die. So I think the competition back then was just KD, who will have the lesser deaths and the more kills. And the siege towers could be a good thing if you are competing on that. They are, I mean, at least against these crossbowmen, they are pretty good, and archers too. Hmm. So I think we are almost towards the end of the game. This was the main part I wanted to show you, the spec fight. So you see,
Yes,
they
see?
are around 48. They have gone from like 90% health close to like 60, 40, maybe 50% health, above 50 definitely. But you can see that Sanafur is building them, and he's just fine without. And all of this because of the initial defensive structures were not attacking them. They were just fine. Only one person was inside in the fort, at least when I saw. So yeah, that's I think it. And on the other side, if you see, there was a constant back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Nothing solid on either front. It was like constant back and forth. And since Effervescent and Sanafur did well, they just ram into Ao. Then now they will annihilate this CC as well. So yeah, key takeaways would be, even if you're playing Athenians or simple civilization, you should just focus on economy, I guess, unless you are being raided. If you are a pocket player, just focus on economy. Look how many barracks he has. 5 barracks. chrstgtr has 10, damn. But yeah, still he has like 5 stables as well. Nobody has 5 stables. So yeah, build stables when you are in the flank, support your, when in your pocket, support your flank player, and pick up a strategy like here Sanafur did with crossbowmen, because maybe he would have discussed it with Effervescent so that he can attack from distance. And he didn't even build any siege, if you see. He just focused on crossbowmen. So yeah, in team games, that's the main thing. If you play alone slowly, so that's no point. You can play 1v1. You have to play with strategy along with your flank players and overall other players. Share resources, play a strategy, and then you can win. So I would say that is like a major striking blow towards the other flank east. As far as I saw, maybe they didn't communicate. Not sure because I was an observer. This is what my presumption is. But in terms of attacking and as well, because I was getting attacked and Sanafur or Marre-Vrickad came very late. So that's the reason I say maybe they weren't communicating well. So you need to communicate well, play with a strategy along with your players, along with your allies, and of course you can build 4 blacksmiths to get all the upgrade at the same time. So you see this nice musical instrument did do well. In the long run you got annihilated because of lack of, I would say, cohesiveness, integrity, union, all those things amongst your allies. And then they will go to the rocks, and finally rocks will have a final bloodshed battle. There's so much bloodshed here. Look at this ram by Decger is trying to go in, but he was always stopped by Chrstgtr. So Kristin was just fine, even though there is a lot of bloodshed on Kristin's side, but because of Chrstgtr's help, it's fine. And then here, Orange Rocks got annihilated, and I think he was also Athenians. Rocks, yeah, Athenians. So that's the comparison. On the other side, you play with your buddy ally and you win as Athenians, but on the other side, you play alone as Athenians and you don't win. So that's the main, I think, tricking point here. So within minutes, I think Rock's army is gone, because again, 0 is just a volume gain. At this point, the flankies just resigned, and then very soon Decger will also resign. Maybe just wanted to have a last fight against Kristin. Yeah, against Kristin, maybe to increase his kill that ratio. But yeah, decent one, like pretty good, 500 kills. Other flank doesn't have any of them. So 23 minutes, 24 minutes short game, and we saw how Effervescent was the main guy here in terms of eco. Up till this point, I guess, I think then Chrstgtr took over. Chrstgtr is an eco player. He attacks, but I think he's a main eco player. And then you would see great military score by sanafur and yellow and green, sanafur and Effervescent, and then yeah, kudos to Decger as well in the late game killing Kristin's archers. So yeah, I think it's a close match, but the difference was made by communication, I guess. The more you communicate with your allies, I think it's better. Cool. Let me see other things. Units. So highest skill goes to Decger, and I would say highest kill death ratio. Who kill that ratio goes to sanafur. Yeah, and Effervescent also pretty good because he killed around 423 units, which is more than sanafur's. And if you see resources, and yeah, sanafur and Effervescent, Chrstgtr is the highest one, 86,000. So yeah, I think Chrstgtr ecos well, defends well, so that's the thing. And if the other flanks can win, then they win basically, which is what Effervescent and sanafur did. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. If you want me to improve upon something, let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Enjoy.